feel it's a great song. How'd you get involved with Invincible?
Dude, oh my gosh, I love telling the story. So basically, I met with Gabe, the supervisor for the show, music supervisor, and I've been a fan of the comics and stuff for so long, and the show for so long, and I was like, dude, this is gonna be so fire. What are we doing? What's the scene? Then I want to know everything, and then I was able to sit down and kind of see the previs for the Mark and Amber flying through the city on their little date, and I was like, okay, bet this is hard. Can I take the scene home? And they were like, no. So I didn't get this to take it home to record. And they wanted kind of a vibe that felt like they were flying, something very lightweight and very uplifting and very like positive, you know? This is a date, like they're super happy. So I went back, I got the scene in my mind that I can't share it. I have no file to take home. So I went into the studio the next day with my homies, Noah Eler, Gray Toomey, and Sam Homey. And I'm just describing the scene to them in detail. I'm like, yo, Mark flew here and past this building and then his hand touched the water and this, that. And we're trying to like visualize it. And then Noah starts playing his guitar line. Pew, 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 pew. And I'm like, hold on, wait. Pew, pew, pew. And he keeps going. And then like, I'm like, on some Michael Jackson, like, and I'm like, what do you have in store? I'm just mumbling at that point. I get the verses out. And then he tracks the guitar, and Noah's insane. He's like a multi-instrumentalist. He goes and grabs a cello. He pulls out this cello, and he starts, and I'm freestyling, and then Gray's playing his like piano line, and then we get to the chorus, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to approach this like David would approach it, because it's a sync. When I try to enter my sync mind, it's like two different artists, because I want to serve the purpose of the show. I want to serve the creativity of the show and the passion and the art of the show. It's not for me right now. So I'm like, okay, what is a chorus that David wouldn't do? And I would never, do a ooh, and like that's some weekend stuff. Like, that's the I'm running a lot. So I'm like, ooh, the real pop, super pop. What would Ryan do, And then I say that, I just like no man, you got me feeling, and love the feeling. It's like, oh. And then Noah's like, yo, that's the one. Track that. I have on the SM7, tiny little mic. And I'm just tracking the whole thing just like that. And then it takes 45 minutes. We wrote the whole thing 45 minutes. There's no revisions. We didn't go back to the session at all. We literally bounced it. We didn't even send it to mix. We just sent it back to Invincible. And Gabe was like, that's the one. And I was like, let's freaking go, bro. So yeah, that was a 45-minute one and done, man. Shout out to Noah.
How rewarding is that? Like the sync process is totally different than what you usually do.
But it feels so great. Like you see a song that aligns with the creative of the show and that I'm such a fan of, and it's out there for the world to see, and everybody loves it. And it's so crazy. It's literally back on the global charts right now, a year later, and it's got longevity. It's so great.
What's it like seeing the song in the actual episode or over top of the scene that you were given originally?
That's even more rewarding, because like my intention with that song too is to make it sound like they were listening to it in the episode. Like I want my syncs to be like, when I'm doing stuff like that, to feel like it could live in the world of the show, and it felt that way. So I'm watching the episode with my parents, and they're like, oh my God, my son, yes, my son, in a TV show. And it was just so cool to see.
Are you going to do more?
Dude, I want to. I can't say too much, but I want to.
Isn't this crazy that all of this started? And like, can you just give a quick rundown? Like this started literally with you making music and a lot of it being covers sped up to sound like a chipmunk, and like making music over video games. Like this was super DIY.
Super.
And genuinely just you.
Yeah.
Doing it with the intention of, did you have the intention of people hearing it?
Dude, nah. I mean, like, the thing is, too, is the first song I put in the montage, I didn't even credit myself. And I noticed people liked the song. So the next montage I did with you and I was like, first Fortnite artist to use his own song in a montage, and I put the SoundCloud link in the description for the first time. And I go on Twitter the next day, everybody's using my song. I was like, yo, what? It might have been because it was royalty free. You could make money off your video if you use my song, but people actually liked it. I was getting positive comments like, yo, this is hard, this is fire, keep going. We want more songs from David. And I was like, okay. So I kept doing it. And then it kind of just became this thing where the music was getting more popular than the Fortnite videos. My SoundCloud numbers surpassed my Fortnite videos numbers.
Crazy.
And it was out of here, bro.